Right, watch out, welcome back. 10 days ago we asked you to help us choose a name for the Tiger Rat, something that is a fitting moniker for a rat bike covered in pearls. Welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Right, so the remit was to come up with a name, a moniker, something that's fitting for the bike, that when you look at the bike, you see the name, it all works together. Yeah, that blends in, I love it. It kind of completes it. It's its crowning glory. And it had to be something special. So we threw it open to you. We didn't want to think of it, we didn't want to choose it. We came up with a few good ones ourselves, but it just wasn't quite right. We just needed something special. We came up with a few, didn't we?
Yeah.
We said Carnage, Outrage, I quite like Fallout and Downfall, but they're nothing special really, are they? They're just words. I wanted something that was a proper title, something completely unique. And we got some suggestions, some really cool suggestions, and hundreds from you, didn't we? Absolutely.
Yeah, mad. Amazing.
561 suggestions in all. And a lot of those are repeated, so I guess it's less overall. But honestly, thank you so much for that. Absolutely outstanding. We didn't know that you would give us that kind of feedback, which is why we haven't necessarily answered all of you. It's not because we don't love you, it's just that we haven't had the time. Honestly, we've been at this for 10 days since, haven't we? Because it isn't just that video that you've answered. We've had more suggestions piling in on the successive videos since. You know, a video that's unrelated to the name, we just keep getting them come in. So we eventually worked them down to 100. We took all those out, like the repeats and the doubles and the things that we couldn't pronounce, and we put basic stuff that was longer than the size of the tank. But in the end, we've come out with a dozen. And that dozen, we sat them on the side and we left them there for about a week, just crossing them off as we thought, no, not that one, not that one. We ended up with just three names. And those three names, honestly, on their own right, each and every one would be the name. It would be perfect. And it's easier to tell you what the two that we haven't chosen. And then when we get to the last one, the one that we're going to choose, I'll read you a little story from the guy who sent it to us. So the first thanks has to go, in order that they came in, the first thanks has to go to Peds the Bandit. Now Peds, you sent in Sentinel. I really like that, did you?
Yeah, it's good.
I love that. It's kind of got that majestic feel to it, Sentinel, or even the Sentinel. But I love it. It was right, and it was right for all the time that suggestion came in. It was at the top of the list with a ring around it for quite a long time. I like the Sentinel. It just feels good. I love it. But it wasn't perfect, but it was great. I liked it, and that would have done okay. I like that. But then we got one a bit later on from our great friend Rat Queen. Now, if you don't know Rat Queen bikes, why not go on her channel? By the way, just quickly come back one. Peds the Bandit. He's a vlogger. He does the kind of Royal Jordanian type vlogging. Look on his, it's Peds the Bandit. Just there. Click on his channel. Tell him we said hi and thanks. That's the sort of thing that we want to see people doing, getting out there, using your bikes and making channels. Probably 90% of the people we hear from, zero channel, nothing on them. So get out there and get doing it. That's what this whole YouTube thing's about, isn't it? Anyway, the next one was from Rat Queen. We know Rat Queen bikes. Have a look at her channel. She builds and rides her own rat bikes, and she's absolutely awesome. She came up with a little list, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah,
a little list
amazing.
In amongst the names was one we loved, was Warrior. Absolutely Warrior, purely because Warrior is a current British battle tank. One of the list, isn't it?
Yes.
And I think that fits quite well with the armour, the rivets thing that we're doing, and the bash plate and that. It quite works. I like that. It was fitting. It works quite well. So thanks, Rat Queen. I really appreciate that. Warrior was awesome. But then we got, just a couple of days ago, we got a message from a young lad called Carl Willis. Now, Carl sent us a message. I'll read it to you as it came in. It's got, Dear Del, when I see your videos, I look at your ride and I think of it as, ready? The General. I think of it as the General. That's the name I would go for, but I'm new to this and I ride a Honda CB125 TDC. I love your blog. Much love, Carl. Carl, you're a genius, mate. You really are a genius. That's brilliant. As soon as I read that, I just picked the list up and dropped it on the floor.
It fitted.
It fits. It absolutely fits. The General. That's what we're going to call it. It's perfect, my friend. Thank you so much. Do you like it?
I love it. I think it's amazing.
It's the right name. When I think of it, the General.
Yeah.
The General. Big, scary, old, fat, wallowing pig.
No offence to any generals.
No offence to any generals. Actually, we have got a US Marine Corps major.
Yeah, we have.
Who's a
He watches.
Frequent viewer. Don't want to get any problems. But thank you so much, Carl. Honestly, thank you, mate. That's fantastic. We really appreciate the younger riders. It's very important that all of us in the bike community, reach out to younger riders and include them in what we're doing. Don't delete them because they've got L plates because they're rider 125. That's rubbish. You must, because then they'll get bigger bikes. They'll be part of it all in the end, and that's what it's about. So the fact that we, Penny and I here, we said this in Q&As, we really support the younger riders. The fact that the final winning suggestion has come in from a 125 rider is outstanding, don't you think?
Yeah, brilliant.
That makes it for me all the better. A young guy on a 125 suggested it, the General, and that's what it's going to be called. So you, sir, are the winner. What I'd like you to do is contact us on a private mail, send us, I've seen your channel, I checked it, you've got a 0 channel as many people have, so I can't watch any of your videos or anything, but send me a private mail with your address and your t-shirt size, and I'll send you a t-shirt and some stickers as well as a prize. Thank you so much for that.
Cool.
Do you like that?
Yep.
It is pretty cool, isn't it? Thank you also to the rest of you, everybody else with all of your amazing suggestions. That kind of consideration touches us. It really does. It's not to be understated, is it? It really, really means a lot. It makes us realise that all the time that we put into this, nearly every minute of our spare time that we put into this is worth it because you care enough to take the time to reply, don't they?
They do. Thank you.
So thank you ever so much. So the name of the Tiger Rat is going to be the General. Take it easy, ride safe. See you next time.